Uh, oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Well, I was making another video. I got a minute in, and I just noticed the door right across is open. Right? You're like, are you trying to creep on it? Nah. I just noticed I sat down like I was talking what I was saying. Well, maybe I'll post that one too, and I don't have to say what I'm saying. It's only like a minute long, but anyway. Well, you're like, what does that have? I did just have this door open about 30 minutes ago, just because it kind of cooled down, and I didn't want to turn on the air because I had the heat on, and I just had the door propped open. And that house right there, there's a lot of times they came out when I come out here to make a video. So they're definitely perps. So basically they want me to make this video I'm about to make, or what I'm talking about now. All right, so on that last video, that 1 minute that just you'll see before this one, what I'm saying is that I don't know how deep this goes, or they were remember I told you a couple of, I think it was this week, beginning of this week, about the guy at the shop I went to, and he had like a teenage employee, or maybe a 20-year-old, big guy though, but you see in his face, he's young, real young. He comes out, starts doing push-ups, and I said it was because I had my t-shirt, sweatshirt on that has my old unit. This is it. I brought it out. The reason I'm showing it is just a regular sweatshirt, but I had bought it. Somebody was hawking them on Facebook, right? I was just like anything. That's what Facebook for. I bought it maybe in 2015 or something like that. I was, maybe looking for, not maybe, I was looking for my old unit, just like whatever, high school friends, I don't listen to that, most of us, it was when you just right after high school, right? So I'm looking see if I find anybody, but somebody, I don't know who, whatever, I just typed in my unit, and this popped up, if you, yada, yada, yada. Was a part of the vision, So yeah, I bought them. What I mean by them, I made a mistake and ordered two, so I got two of them. And it looks, pretty new because I hardly wear them, First of all, it's a big ass sweatshirt. Secondly, I got two of them, and two, yeah, it actually came, somebody was hawking shit on Facebook, it actually came. It wasn't no scam. My credit card didn't get identity theft after that. But so anyway, I noticed this week again. I like I said, I always be on YouTube, right? They and comment and shit. I'll tell you, like I said, so the stalkers, they be on there too. You're like, well, they're leaving all, and it's like I said, it's not that really hard to comprehend. It ain't that hard. You got some nerd. It could be one person with different screen names. He got he type, and I say it like that because I can't type. I'm what we used to call it Christopher Columbus method on a typewriter back in the day, or laptop, or whatever, search and peck, Christopher Columbus method. Let's see if they use that one, in the next couple of days or even couple of hours. So, what I'm saying is, to me, they could type that fast, and shit, that ain't nothing. Write a 2-second comment, a word, 2-sentence comment, or even if it's a whole paragraph, that ain't shit to them, fucking secretaries and nerds and shit. But, especially if you got skills like that, there's nothing, we like, oh, but it can't be. I'm like, how? Once they're monitoring me, see where I like to go and frequent, and what do I like, and which way do I lean, with political, and or either just for fun. That is not really hard. Really, technically, could be one 13-year-old nerd could do it. But like I said, with the actual people on ground, people in your life, it's not one person, and you have to have money. Like I said, the cars, and I ain't talking about because they're expensive. Oh, the car, no, the gas and time is money, and paying people's rents, and like I said, when I had one thing, I haven't told y'all about the time I had moved to the Virgin Islands a couple of years ago. I was wearing this the day I stepped off the plane. You're like, why would you go to a tropical, island? And from what I know, people always who live over there, especially on the beach or whatever, when it gets cool at night, you might want to throw on a sweatshirt. But okay, what I'm saying, and finally they went back this week because I saw one person in the comment this time. Found this comment I had never really seen ever. The reason I know it's directed at me because I had one of them before I found out about this bullshit program. It was by the time I knew something was going on, I had been getting help and going back and forth to the VA about this, telling them people follow me and this and that, and one person I talked to, a drug dealer, for a fact, he wasn't a friend of mine, so I don't mind. I'm not dry snitching on him either, but I know for a fact he was a gang stalker. But why? Because he said that what they brought up this week after I wore this again. I wore it last year, but this time again, it's to them like this is it. They're not taking it no more. These fucking whatever they trying to pull. So this time, they pulling out all the victimhood. They're black, they're white, but they're a woman. They're white, but they're gay. This and that. They're pulling out all the whatever it is that like this next election they really own it. And I don't think that they're worried like, oh, our rights will be trampled or we'll be getting beat and robbed or killed and for our beliefs. I think they really just don't want to lose. So it loses. Really, that's all. They'll destroy everything just not to lose. Like that little kid that'll take his ball away. If his ball and he loses, that's how serious it is to them, but it's serious to us because look, they got people in higher play. They're causing all this ruckus, wasting all this taxpayer money because they lost. And it wasn't, for some reason, I think these fools really thought it was going to be bad. The rest of us didn't think that. Most of us had been tired of it decades ago. Whether you're black, you're white, you already knew it was bullshit. So we already recognize it is that's why things changed for real this time. So anyway, he said what I was going on about. He said something that somebody said to me from my generation should have never said. Oh, the military, y'all baby killers. And my generation, the only reason we know about that phrase is from 80s movies about Vietnam. See what I'm saying? Nobody did. What, baby? What the fuck are you even talking? And maybe in the 80s you had some of them so-called Black Power folks talking that shit about, because especially by the first Desert Storm, them folks ain't mess with us. It's war for all and dropping bombs and the U.S. government. You support the military and place a black military in place for a black man and all this and that. And I only had one person say that. I don't know what year it was, and it was in the 2000s. And but in between bragging about how much dope he sold, he having 20s of thousands and this and that. He and I looked at him. Yeah, and actually he ended up backing down. I promise you, it had nothing to do with the military. It's just way from. From what I gather, he was actually in the white part of my old city. He wasn't even in the hood. He was, so like, nigga, you bragged about selling dope and you wasn't even in none of the neighborhoods. You over, normally if you wasn't talking shit, especially about the military, then just talking shit, hey, that's on you. Oh, okay, so you was in such and such neighborhood, I wouldn't even think it was lying. Not because I'm a sucker or gullible, because like I said, I ain't got time to be hating. Oh, this nigga lying. He ain't do all this. He ain't do. Okay, but when you start talking shit though, okay, I still don't think you're lying. I believe you. That makes it worse for you because I fucking believe you. You know, not because you said you sold it, I think you better than me. No, because now you talking shit. And you know, and actually that gives me all the go ahead that that I can go full force on your ass because of what you said and what you was into that. So you know, you should know better. I ain't gotta go soft on you. But yeah, he backed down and so anyway, now I see in the comments somebody saying, and like I said, they always answering somebody. I don't remember exactly this because this was only a couple of days ago, and he was talking about bombings and this and that, and I'm like, this, especially this last war in the 2000s. I know, yeah, we all know about the oil and this and that, but you dumbass bitch, especially because it was on a black channel. Damn well, how y'all love the point. What if it was your mother? When you say the word bitch and hoe and this and that. Most of the way women in America are, if these guys won, they still gonna have sex with them. They gonna stone them to death afterwards because they men and they hypocrites just like everybody. They not no Shira law and this and that. And I can say this. I know for a fact why, because I'm a human being and I'm a man. They it's gonna be the same, but and at the same time because of the our women's past. Yeah, they stoning them to death. And because of their mouths. So how are you talking about yours? Oh, the American, our military going on bombing these folks to death, and like, bitch, if they fucking win, if they had their way, they're not. First of all, you aren't gonna live. You're not gonna be there home. You're not gonna. Oh, but I stuck up. I said we were wrong for bombing you from afar, but no, nigga, off with your fucking head. They not Farrakhan Muslims. It's not, bean pie, my brother. These are motherfucking hardcore Muslims over there, Arab country. This ain't, Washington, D.C., bow ties and Nation of Islam. You want bean pie, my brother? No. Shit, nigga. I mean, just stupid. So, now they're going back with their feelings hurt. They're going back. But I don't think none of that shit is actually but I'm gonna keep saying this shit because I need them to keep. It's got to be more people out there like us, and I need them to keep. Like I said, I used the word creature in my other video. Those aren't posted yet because I haven't even uploaded them yet. I'll be uploading them, and so it's gonna be like a barrage. They gonna get mad at that because it's gonna be at least 10. No, not 10. I'm shit, not that many. Maybe only 5. And a lot of them might only be 2 minutes long. Before this one. So anyway, they gone back to dissing the military, them crackers going over there. They ain't say crackers, just the American military going over there and and actually didn't he bring all these troops on? He ended that and a couple of weeks ago that supposedly y'all flip flop. You tried national security. He did. That's messed up. He bring the troops over and this and that. And some of us got family, children in the military. We ain't got time for, this is, like they said, protracted war. It's damn near 18 years, right? And now, but, since I wore this, like I remember in my other video a couple of days ago, I was like, well, you get to wear your Penn State shirt or a sweatshirt or UCal shirt or whatever college. You get to wear your out while I can't wear my shit. And, don't try to be smart and like you're a conscientious objector. You're a fucking coward. Or either you tried to join the military and got rejected. But don't act like you just couldn't do it or you just wasn't with the, and you enjoy all your fucking freedoms you get. You know why? And you can say, well, everybody didn't go, blah, 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 blah. It's called a fucking deterrent. The same reason you won't step to me, because you fucking scared. That's called a fucking deterrent, bitch.